groovy.
Welcome to Horror After Midnight. I am your host, KC, joined tonight by Slinky, Jallo, and the Saw Guy. How's it going
Hey
tonight,
guys.
guys?
Doing pretty good. I'm excited for this one. Oh man,
Oh,
I've been
buddy,
waiting on this one. Woo.
yeah, oh, this is my shit.
We get to
Yeah, The
we,
Conjuring 2.
Yeah.
woo. Yeah.
So, if you've made it this far, thank you. That's great.
You know what they say? Cream always rises to the top.
Top. Oh, that's
Ooh,
awesome.
yeah.
This one, yeah. I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
So let's see. All right, here we go. By the numbers, Conjuring 2, 2016 horror flick, written by Chad Hayes and Carrie Hayes, directed by James Wan.
Mhm.
Produced by Peter Safran, Rob. Can't even read my handwriting. James Wan. Production company: New Line, Rat Pack, Dune Entertainment, Safran Company, Atomic Monster Productions. Usual suspects there. Put out by Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It was released June 7th, 2016 at TCL Chinese Theater,
Mm-hmm.
and it was released across the U.S. on June 10th, 2016. I didn't get the budget. I don't know if Saw Guy, if you have the budget or
Do I have the budget?
yeah.
The budget. Actually, you're gonna be tripping out on this. The budget was only $40 million.
Okay. Yeah, and it made stupid money. I know
Yeah.
that.
Oh shit. The box office. You want to know the numbers?
Yeah, 1 second, buddy. 1 second. 40 million. Okay. What did it pull?
It pulled in 321.8 million.
Wow.
Say that again.
321.8 million. 321.8 million.
That's
That's
crazy. And their
insane.
budget was $40 million?
Yeah.
And it pulled. That was the
No, the
box office.
last one was only 9. Damn.
Yeah. I know.
Well,
That's why I'm like,
this is
what
one
the
of the
hell?
Conjuring flicks. This is
Yeah.
the double deuce on this.
They doubled down on this shit, man. They paid them
Well,
actors anything and everything they wanted, and they got that money back tenfold.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's like I said, they just print money, dude.
Well, you know what, too? It's because they had some great fucking marketing with this. I can guarantee you that. Because when The Conjuring 2 was hyped up and they showed up some of the scenes and they said it's tied into the Enfield case. Because that was the original title.
Enfield Poltergeist. Yeah.
The Enfield Poltergeist, yeah. And so they were tying it into it, and there was all this hype to it, and everybody wanted to go see it because they thought, oh, shit. At the end of part 1 of The Conjuring, they said, oh, well, we got to go to Amity and see what's going on with that situation out there. And I was like, oh, shit. They're going to tie in the Amityville whorehouse, right?
Dude, man. I'm hoping.
Woo!
You know.
I was hoping, and that's where it was the hook, line, and sinker to get people in. I guarantee you that's the reason why they got that budget in there, man.
Yeah, well, in the beginning of the film, wasn't that the Amityville house that they go to in the very beginning?
Yes, it started it, and that's the thing. I was like, oh shit, how are you gonna tie in the Amityville house and then the Enfield case with it? But they just kind of breezed through it because there's so many fucking movies ever made about Amityville and all that stuff. They kind of breezed through it, but they kind of showed like some of the scenes where she's like using her psychic abilities to see how he used a shotgun to fucking kill everybody. Yeah, it was like holy shit,
Theo family.
like. Yeah, and it was fucking crazy. And then that's when they got out of it for a while, and then that's when the Enfield case was happening. And I love the way they build up the story with the Enfield case because it's still the 70s. It's in what was it, the UK or the British area?
London.
Yeah, and see, like people that I know that lived in London and that are British and stuff, they'll tell you that shit, that's how it looks. The old homes and stuff, they're old like that.
Rows of house, the way the houses look.
Yeah.
So,
it was crazy.
Very working class area.
Yeah, and what I thought was a trip was the fact that they showed the girl, and she thought she was a badass. Wanted to learn how to smoke, be cool, and she makes her own fucking Ouija board. And I was like, oh shit, that's where you done fucked up on this one.
Nope.
Yeah. I'll be honest though, if they ever release that Ouija board like as an actual Conjuring 2 limited edition, I'd be the first motherfucker to buy that.
See, there's something wrong with you.
Well, look,
I don't play with Ouija boards, man.
Yeah. Well, shit, I would buy it because it looked badass, man. They had a picture and they cut out like the letters from magazines and the way they put it together. It looked badass, dude. It looked way better than what they had in like Stranger Things. So I was like, oh shit, okay, I could get with this.
Yeah, no.
No.
I mean, it was pretty cool looking, but I don't really mess around with that kind of stuff too much.
Yeah, no. Nope.
Well, whatever you do, don't fucking jump in the conversation without saying hello and without saying goodbye. And that's what she fucked up. She didn't say goodbye, and then she put it under her bed. I was like, "Ooh, you done fucked up now. Something's gonna come out and get you. Bad juju."
Yeah.
No good, man.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, fuck Ouija board. You know, there's a hope of mine that, fingers crossed, they do official Conjuring flick on the Amityville horror case. I think that would be pretty cool.
Oh, dude.
Maybe an Amityville movie that's not the Amityville horror number 47.
Yeah.
You know,
In 3D. Or no, you
exactly.
can't say 3D. You can't say 3D no more. Yeah. It's an 8K. That's the new shit right now. 8K.
Yeah, no. Fucking sit down, man. Like, yeah, so like that'd be kind of cool, like to see that case from the investigators' point of view, like the Warrens.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing about the Conjuring universe is their little museum, all their case files, man. There's content for ever, you know, going through the Warrens' case files and stuff. So yeah, all right, Conjuring 2. What'd you think about when shit started popping off in England?
Ooh.
Dude.
You know, the thing with this one, this is the reason why they turned this one into the second film was because there was a lot of controversy with this. They couldn't tell if it was fake or if it was real because they have actual real footage. And in the movie, they even said that most of it could be explained, you know, because they had videos of the girl like fucking up shit. But then there's other shit where she was like contorted and like was stuck in like the laundry chute. And it's like, there's no fucking way you could do that. And then come out of it like nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the reason why I think they did this one. And, you know, because it was so controversial. But this one was scary as fuck for me because now they introduced a new character known as Valak. And we all know her as the nun. And just when they started introducing her, I think the thing that made it fucking creepy was the fact that there's no backstory of her, right? You just see this fucking creepy ass nun popping around. And then all of a sudden, Ed, he starts making the fucking painting of it. And then they show that scene where she goes in the room, she's like looking for Ed, and all of a sudden, you know, oh man, see, you scared the fuck out of me doing that.
I wasn't ready for that shit.
I was like, oh shit. I'm like, the nun's behind me too, you know?
I've looked up not long ago and was like, fucking A.
Yeah. And let me tell you, it got closer and closer to the scene, and all of a sudden, like, the nun disappeared. And it's like, what the fuck happened? And all of a sudden, the nun's like right there. That scared the fuck out of me. I'm still getting chills right now, but they did everything great with this, you know?
Hands over the map. That's when I was like, shit's about to get real. Like, oh, no.
And it gets dark. You can see the lights go.
Perfect introduction to a fucking scary, you know, like, oh man, really good. Really well done.
And you know what they did? It's the same thing with Annabelle. They said, we're going to fucking put all this work in here to show you this character. And if you love this character, we're going to give her own fucking franchise. And what did they do? Boom. They gave it a franchise for this film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, her own spinoff,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of cool how they had it where you had the old man, and the whole time they couldn't really figure out, Lorraine couldn't see past that until they left the house. And then they ended up figuring out that like Valak is somehow like controlling that guy too.
It's I don't know. It's not slow burn. I wouldn't say like slow burn, but it reminded me of like horror flicks from the 70s, I think. Conjuring 2. I mean, it takes place in the 70s. I get it, but there's like a pacing thing and the way it's kind of edited, and I dug it, man. I dug it. Like,
I really liked this one. It had a lot of jump scares, and that old man's voice was just like really creepy.
Help me! Help me!
Not cool. But like, there's a lot of freaky shit in these movies, man. And like I said, I wish they would like really go in further to the Warrens' fucking case files, man, because fucking wow. But Yeah.
I think this was a test. And then, like you said, with the Crooked Man, holy shit. When they showed him, I thought like, oh, fuck, there's no way they're going to show him because in the first Conjuring, they didn't show anything. It built a lot of your imagination. Then you saw the big reveal at the end. But James Wan, he's one smart motherfucker because he knows if he does the same principle, people aren't going to enjoy this film. So what does he do? He actually shows how the Crooked Man comes out. And they actually show... Yeah, and how they see him. And I'm like, what the fuck? And the way I saw him at first, and this is the first glimpse, I was like, oh shit, it looks like a live action version of Jack Skellington in a way. But, you know, when you go back and watch the film, it's like, oh shit, this is really creepy. And then, you know, the thing that I even like about this is that now you have British horror culture clashing with American horror culture. Because that's like a British thing out there about the tall man and shit like that.
The Spring Hill Jack.
Yeah, and see, and that's why I was like, oh shit, this is actually really cool. But then you see him for a scene, and it's like, oh yeah, he was just there because Valak was controlling him and fucked with him, and blah 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 blah. And I was really disappointed that they didn't even do a sequel to that yet. But there's rumors going around saying that he's going to get his own movie now.
That's what I heard, man. He's already got a toy, so shit.
I know. What the fuck? I mean, come on, NECA. Come on. Where's the hookup?
And like he's gangly.
There's like a knockoff movie too. There's like another one, like a low budget version of the Crooked Man that came out, but it's not part of the Conjuring. They always do that, like low budget films.
Does he look like that character? Like, are they similar looking or?
I haven't watched it. I just I've seen that it was released around the same time as this came out.
Yeah, they timed that shit. They wanted to make their
like
money.
Transformers and Transmorphers kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Aesthetically, he's creepy as fuck. I love that his head pops through his hat. Just with that like rictus grin and stuff. You're just like, whoa, like, yeah, dude, freaky shit. And again, his introduction into the movie, when you finally see him, it's like, whoa, you know, didn't scare me, but it was like pretty cool how they did that.
Yeah, because you weren't expecting it.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah,
because I thought the nun was the big boo boo in the movie, and it was like, okay, all right, cool, that was freaky. And then this guy's like, boom, here you go.
And then you get the old man in there too.
Dude, so this movie's awesome.
It was like they knew what to expect. They knew that like they set the bar here, and we got to fucking knock it out and make the bar up here, and they fucking did that. And of course they had to do the Enfield case because, like I said, there's a lot of controversy with it. Because even to this day, you'll meet people that will say, "Oh, that was all bullshit. It was all fake." Then you have ones that said, "No, that was like the real scariest shit out there." Like the people that actually worked on the case, and they showed. This is what I love about The Conjuring is that they show the real cases at the end, like the actual photos, and it lets you decide, kind of like in a way Alfred Hitchcock did. And you know, you can decide if it was real or not, or something out of your imagination. But the way that they build it all together, I really loved it. And then the fact that they tied in the whole aspect of Valak was the one pulling all the strings, so it had that Hollywood twist to it. And you find out, like, the reason why she was fucking with Lorraine was because, you know, Valak was involved with the whole Amityville horror, like, stuff that was going on at the Amityville. And that's why I was thinking, like, shit, part 3 has to be about Amity. Like, it has to be like a prequel to what the fuck happened and all that. But I think with this film, because of it making so much of a budget, it basically almost killed the franchise. Because now you think of it this way, and I was telling KC this, was now that they make all this money and these actors know it, they're going to be the ones that say, oh, we built the franchise, so we want more money. And we all know what happens. Either they get replaced or they change the story into something different, or they're going to just say, all right, screw it. Like, this is where we're going to end it.
They died along the fuck. Yeah.
And see, and that's what sucks with, you know, building a franchise, because if not everyone's on board and somebody wants to get paid, now you're fucked. now do you go like the Jason route where it's like everyone is different? Or do you go like a different route where it's like tied into the same universe but differently, like the Choose Your Own Adventure and Halloween?
The Choose Your Own Adventure Halloween.
Yeah. Right. So, I mean, it just really depends. And I think now with this film building up of how like it made so much money, that's why I think it took so long to make an actual legit sequel, because they did, what was it, Annabelle Comes Home after this one. They released it. I mean, timeline-wise different, but the actual release date They did Annabelle Comes Home, but you only see him for a glimpse, you know?
Yeah.
And so I don't know if they have it in their contracts written in, like they're like kind of like the Avengers. So they sign on to do like 15 films.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I got
If
3
they're
more
possible, I'm
left,
not sure.
man. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if they're signed on, great. I mean, we're gonna have a fucking awesome franchise. If not, it's like, ooh, how are you gonna continue on the Conjuring series? You know, I mean, you have to get new people that play a younger version of Ed and Lorraine and then kind of get into their older files. Or you're gonna have to do like in between like flashback stories, or are you gonna do that route where it ties in the universe to the Insidious universe?
Yep.
You know, because that happened in part 2. Insidious happened like in the 70s. So I mean, do those actually cross, or how are they gonna play it out? You know?
I don't know. There's one that I just thought about. Like if Ed and Lorraine were to like say die off somehow, they could bring in like their kids to take their place to keep the movies going.
That's what I was thinking too. I mean,
Yeah.
but you know, they try to base this on a lot of real aspects of it. So like maybe 60% of it is real and 40% of it is like Hollywood. But I don't know like how they would do that. I mean, that's the
What
thing.
stinks is we got such a good cast from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
Patrick Wilson and Farminga. So so it's
You gotta
like,
throw that shit up. Throw it up.
you don't want any of them to leave, and then of course that's just the nature of the Hollywood system. You know, oh well, we've been in it since the ground floor. You should make it worth my while. So they gotta either pay them more money or, like you said, recast them because they died. But yeah, no, just I hope they stick with it, man, because like I buy them as Ed and Lorraine Warren. I totally buy it. Like they sell it without even trying.
Yeah.
Like I'm right there with them, man. Yeah, they need to hurry up and do some Conjuring 3 shit, but that's next time.
Oh, I know. I can't wait
to see it, man. This movie's I'm not. No.
Yeah, I
I'll tell
just
you,
like how
something
they
real
brought
quick.
in song with Elvis Presley when the damn record player wouldn't work. He's singing "I can't help falling in love with you."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That part was kind of creepy because he's like trying to help out the family and everything. Then the record's like, you know, they're trying to fuck with him to break their spirit, but he still kept going. I like this film because it had a lot of perseverance. And the fact that you thought that Ed was going to die or Lorraine was going to die because he's locked into that room. She's like, I always loved you. And he's like, don't worry, I'm not going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tied in a little bit of like the Hollywood love to it, and see, and that's the thing that I liked is that they built up like the fact that they loved each other because that was true. You know, they really did adore each other and everything. It just sucks
They
though
bring in
that
like
like
romance.
yeah, you know, and that's the thing that was cool about it is that like they brought all that up. What sucked though is how Lorraine, you know, really like Lorraine Warren, the real person, she was the one who was like kind of showing them how what had happened in the first Conjuring, the second Conjuring, things like that. She passed away, I think, a couple years ago, like right after Annabelle Comes Home, and they dedicated that one for her. And it sucks because it's like, okay, now how are you gonna continue on this franchise without someone who had firsthand knowledge? And I think that kind of led up to The Devil Made Me Do It. And you know, when we talk about that last one, oh man, let me tell you, like that one was that one was bittersweet for me, man. I got some mixed emotions about that one, but you'll hear about that one later.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that one next time.
But
But
yeah,
this
no,
one, like all around, is just a great movie, just to be perfect all in like all aspects. Like really
dude,
scary,
solid
great
fucking
acting.
horror movie. Solid
Yeah.
horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's done in a way where you don't really have to see the previous one to watch it. Like that's what I really thought was cool. You can just jump right in.
And it makes you want to go out and buy Ouija boards.
No. Douse that shit in Canadian Mist, man.
Oh,
You know.
yeah.
But yeah.
Hey, we'll get a genie if that shit happens.
Oh God. No.
Canadian Miss Genie.
Get a gin. It's like, damn it. You know. But yeah, solid flick, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, this one I'd give it 10 out of 10. Just perfect, perfect film.
Damn. KC just wow.
And this is one of those films that the sequel is actually just as good as the original, if not better.
I like it better. There, I said it. Fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah, I say it's better. To me, it's definitely better than the original.
Yeah. Woo.
I like the original. It's good, but this one, bells and whistles, fucking everything. It's awesome.
Boom.
Yeah. They went to, again, it's a sequel, so we have to one up the original. They gambled and it paid off, man, because this is a solid fucking horror movie.
Yeah, and it made a shit ton of money. They knew how to market it, and
that's balls. That's bonkers.
Yeah. Woo! And
before we get there, I did want to ask one thing. There's a Christmas tree and Christmas songs in the movie. So is this one a Christmas film?
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah. Hands down.
Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie, man. So Conjuring 2.
American Psycho was a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Gremlins, Misery.
Misery. Oh, God.
Black Christmas.
Black Christmas. It's coming up.
Oh, I know.
So, yeah. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. Conjuring 2. Conjuring 2.
Highly recommend this one.
It's on Netflix everywhere. You cannot miss this shit.
So, yeah, that's it. All right.
Yeah, next time, The Conjuring Part 3, The Devil Made Me Do It.
Yeah. Go buy that Ouija board.
Motherfucker.